Hey guys, Dan here again with Outdoor Way 22, and today I'm going to do just a comparison on a couple Leatherman multi-tools. We've got the Surge Leatherman multi-tool and then the Wave. The Surge obviously is a little bigger than the Wave, but I'm just going to kind of go through them and kind of just show you my thoughts on them. Also, just to kind of throw something in the mix, we're going to also show off the Gerber suspension and just how it kind of compares to the two Leatherman tools. So first thing obviously we're going to notice when we open this up is the Needlenose Pliers. Those are the same on both of the Leathermans, and then the Needlenose Pliers on the Gerber. A couple things that you'll notice: Needlenose Pliers and then regular pliers on both the Gerber, both of the Leathermans, and then same thing with the Gerber, Needlenose and regular pliers. One thing that I think is nice about the Gerber is it's spring loaded, so those pliers open up every time you release, which is kind of nice. Next thing is the wire cutters. So obviously all three of them have the wire cutters, and then they also have a third notch setting that can help for wire stripping, and these also have that third setting, and this actually is kind of the Gerber's wire stripping. Next up, we'll jump into the blades. Okay, so let me close these back up real quick. Okay, so we'll get into the blades first off. So let me bust out the blade. There's the blade on the Wave, and here's the blade on the Surge. So you notice the size difference is a little different. The Surge is a little bigger, but basically the same blade. If you look at here on the Gerber, we bust out the blade on it. A little different, a little smaller obviously. This is a smaller multi-tool, but still a nice blade, good point at the end. Nice sharp blade, so a little different. One thing that I did notice with the Gerber is getting all the tools unlocked out of here is a little different than the Leatherman. You got to pull down on both sides of there to unlock it, where with a Leatherman you can just, for the blades, just push down here and it closes that blade. So same thing here, close that blade. Okay, so let's get on to the inside of that one. So we'll bust both of those open, and we'll show you what's next. So this is a flathead screwdriver, big one, which I like. I actually use this quite a bit. You'll notice, let's see, I think we grabbed the wrong one. A little smaller on the Wave, but basically the same thing. A little different, but same idea. Okay, you go on to the next one, and this is a tool that can be pulled out. This is a tiny flathead screwdriver. If you pop it out, then you have a tiny Phillips head screwdriver. Same thing is on the Leatherman, or on the Surge. So same thing there. Okay, we'll go on to the next one, and for the Wave, the next one is their scissors. Okay, so a small set of scissors, nice for cutting string, cutting rope and stuff. For the Surge, instead of the scissors, we have the awl, and it's also got a thread loophole. You can use this for digging out stuff. It's kind of got a lot of different uses, but you can use it for whatever you want. So that's kind of different there. Okay, so let's pop to the other side. Open both of these up. Okay, so on the other side, we've got our can opener, okay, which comes in handy, obviously when you have cans. Easy to use. Once you get kind of used to how to use it. It's not too bad once you know how to do it, but it can take some getting used to. Another part that's kind of cool about this tool right here is if you look at this little notch on both of these, that can be a wire stripper. So you can actually put some wire in there, strip it off, so it makes that part pretty easy to use. On to our next part. And this is kind of the most versatile part because you can actually buy aftermarket, or not aftermarket, but additional kits to plug into here. This is, again, flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver, and you can buy a kit that plugs in different ones there, so that's kind of nice there. But that's kind of it for the tools on the inside. Let's go through that Gerber real quick now. Okay, so again, let's flip to this side. There's your blade. Okay, flathead screwdriver, just like the Leatherman's. It's got a Phillips head screwdriver. And the next tool on here is a nice wood saw blade. And then you pop to the other side. There's another saw you can use for different type of materials cutting. Next one. So there's your bottle opener and can opener. So that's kind of nice to have both of those there. This is a small flathead screwdriver. And here is the keychain holder. So, or you know, if you want to tie like a string or something to it to kind of just keep it on your person, that's there with this. That's also on the Leatherman too. You see it's poking out right there on the Wave, and right here on the Surge. Those are nice to have, especially when you're working on cars and stuff. You don't want to drop your tool, you know, obviously down into the engine compartment or anything. You can keep it on a string around your wrist, and if you drop it, it's right there for you. And then last thing on is the scissors on this multi-tool. So those are kind of nice spring-loaded, just like the Leathermans. So the biggest difference you'll notice with the Wave and the Surge, well, let's go back to the outside here real quick. Is here. So this is the file on the Wave. It's a set file, and you know, it's got your different settings. A nice light one and a heavier one. You can also use this for sawing a little bit if you need to. Where here on the Surge, you'll notice that this is actually detachable. Okay, so you can actually just pop that out, and you pop into your pouch, and it actually comes with something else that goes in there. So this is kind of your wood saw, and that just pops right in there. Again, you can get different things for that, but those are the two that come with it. Getting it in can be tough sometimes, but not too bad. So that's your saw. So that's the biggest difference between the Wave and the Surge. And we'll flop to the other side real quick. The nice thing about the Surge, this is the other difference, is the scissors are on the outside, and they're a lot bigger. Okay, they are still spring-loaded, just like the Wave scissors are, but a little bigger, so you can cut a little more stuff with it. So that's kind of a nice thing. And then you also have the other saw blade on here, which again on the Wave is right here. And size is one of the bigger differences too, but basically the same thing. So those are kind of the main differences in those. Again, the Gerber is a little smaller multi-tool, the suspension that I have. It doesn't have quite all the tools, but it has some positives that I like. Like I said, the spring-loaded pliers are kind of nice. A little more compact, but other than that, it's kind of personal preference. I personally carry this Surge on me. I like having this big multi-tool and just everything that goes with it. My brother carries this Wave for his work. He recently just bought this new one, so he let me borrow it for this video, but that's kind of his preference. I keep this Gerber in my car just as kind of a spare, in case for some reason I don't have the surge on me, or if I lost it or something. But again, they all come in handy. They're all good multi-tools. I guess you just kind of pick what brand you like most and go with it. Like I said, they all work well. The tools are very solid, very strong. I do like the Leathermans because they have additional parts kits that you can buy that kind of attach to both of these, so that's a bonus on those. So that's kind of my review on these multi-tools. If you have any questions, comments, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks guys, bye.
Guess he's got my 6. Bang, 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 bang. Nah, just kidding.